Workout hacks. You've heard them, you've seen them, you've been promised that they're gonna accelerate muscle growth. But how do they rank? Exercise scientists, PhDs, real doctors, real lawyers, medical and legal advice simultaneously here with Dr. Mike Israetel. We're gonna start off with supersets.
Which kind?
Agonist, antagonist supersets.
Amazing for saving time. And that's the upside.
Mm-hmm.
The downside is if the exercises are very systemically, cardiovascularly fatiguing, and you're very strong and very big and you really care about peak performance, that no longer fucking works because nobody supersets a set of 10 with squats with a set of anything with anything if they want true performance and they're really strong. However, folks who have a little bit of limited time at the gym, folks who are not like ultra super strong and enormously jacked, folks who can, after doing one movement, feel like they can do another within 5 or 10 seconds, amazing.
Yeah, totally agree. Latest study showed same gains in supersets versus straight sets in 36% less time.
Big deal. That's 36% more masturbation you can do at home.
Exactly. And the other thing I'd say is if you want to check out a superset only program, check out the link in the description. I released a program like that.
Release the Kraken like that.
Release the crack.
Do you know the Kraken thing? Do you know that? Have you seen that movie?
I have not. I've only drank the rum.
Kraken
Is
disgusting.
I'm not a big alcohol guy.
Right.
We're both weed smokers, though.
I don't smoke.
I vape.
I
do edibles.
Yeah. I eat.
Yeah. A lot of people, I made a video on weed and health, and they were like, Dr. Mike said it's okay, so I'm smoking weed.
Dr. Mike. You know what? Clash of the Titans. Have you ever seen it? I believe it was released in 2011. It's about Greece. It's your own goddamn country's history. How dare you?
I'm British as well, so...
Well, it's not about England. Oh, good. It's in English.
It's
the ultimate
Greek
combo. Nope. You can't get out of it. It's a great movie.
But the program...
I'm forcing you to watch it at some point.
I will watch it. The superset program I've released works around the logistical issue that people bring up. So it's all made for people that want a superset, but without the need for you to hog every machine or do crazy shit. So check it out.
I'm on that, bro.
Are you?
I'm on that. I'm using that right
Use
now.
it.
I'm not using it yet, but I will be in 5 minutes.
Oh, awesome. Drop sets. I got it. I'm like, is he plugging the program? What the fuck? Is he going to use the program? I'm sure you can figure it out himself. Drop sets. Actually, we didn't rank it. Supersets. What would you rank them?
Goated.
Okay. I'll put them in A tier.
Oh, is there as a tier thing?
Yeah, of course.
A tier, not S, because it doesn't work for everyone.
Plus, it's not giving you extra growth, but in theory, maybe, but we don't know. So, A tier, we agree. Shaking hands. Drop sets.
Dope. Excellent time saver. The only issue there is is your cardio good enough to where you're actually straining the muscle? Another issue is, are you lifting sufficiently heavy towards the end, or are you just moving it around? Sometimes you can drop so much that you're like, oh, I can do this for forever. And then the other thing is some drop sets are way more practical than others. So if you are trying to drop set squats, you rack the bar, walk out of the rack, unclip.
Long.
Right, it's not going to work. But if you have something cable situation, or you have 2 dumbbells, you do the heavy ones and then the light ones for curls, winning.
Yeah, you got to work around some of the logistics, because if you're in a busy gym and you're doing dumbbells, running the rack may not be an option. Drop sets on anything barbell related if you're relatively strong and you got to walk out long. But on machines, especially pin loaded machines, absolutely goated. Plate loaded machines, okay. Great time saving technique.
Slide the plates off easy. Some of them you're trying to pinch grip the 45s, and this is not going to work.
I'd put them in B+ tier just because of those logistical issues that I just mentioned, although minor, but also because they are not a plateau buster, intensifier, extra muscle growth from the intensity or whatever people used to say back in the day.
Agreed on all counts.
Perfect.
Are those Pokemon socks?
They are Rick and Morty
Rick
socks.
and Morty socks. I'm an idiot.
Primark socks. And I realized there was a hole in the morning. That's what you get here. The PhDs. It's all. It's the cheapest outfit ever. Not except the t-shirt. Shout out Rascal Apparel, called DRPAK 10% off. Rascal Apparel, but I got it. I mean, I bought this one actually. Primark.
That watch isn't cheap, is it?
That watch is not cheap, so that's the only thing that saves the outfit. I love my watches.
This is like $18.
Yeah, but we're in the hell. I mean,
Flexing.
the real flex is the non-flex. Like blood flow restriction. What do we think? It's a bit of an odd one, but it used to be presented a bit as a hack back in the day.
It's cool variation. It's especially helpful if you don't have heavy weights around. It can like sequester blood flow, sequester metabolites in the muscle, and get you really close to failure. It actually preferentially trains the slower twitch fibers, which is kind of predictable, and also is really awesome if you're rehabbing an injury, because then you can get some great gains while using 50% less load than before. Is it like somehow super special and magical? No. Does it run its course? Like after a few microcycles, this doesn't do anything anymore because your body adapts to metabolites quite quickly.
Yep. I'd put it in D, C or D.
C. It has like D just sucks, right? C tier is like it has some uses, but usually dumb. I'd say C plus. Like you're not a good student, but you're not the stupidest person in class.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely goated as the fact that we know that you can do blood flow restriction is amazing. I've had a few clients where they had injuries. You wrap whatever you need to wrap, and then all of a sudden you can do light weights and still get effective training in. Amazing for all those sorts of applications. But for your average healthy lifter that can just go and lift weights, it can be a bit of a pain, a tiny bit of a learning curve, and the discomfort is there. It's cool. I loved it the few times I've tried it. But because you're not getting more hypertrophy out of it, why go through the hassle?
Agreed.
Dr. Mike special, aka Dr. Mike favorite. Meth. Myo-reps.
Ooh, yeah. Verge Ellie, which is what we say. We call him in Norway because he's from Norway, and that's how we say it there because it's really cold.
I actually invented Myo-reps before him.
Nice.
For the record.
For the official record, the
Inventor
real
of Myo-reps?
inventor of Myo-reps, PAK, who was
PAK
6
reps.
years old at the time, but a brilliant child.
Brilliant child.
Oh my God, it's his first words. Myo-reps. First words at 6, you were kind of a fucking
6, yeah, I
dummy.
was a bit dumb.
Your contribution to the world waited until year 6, but god damn, it was worth it.
I was working in my head. I was like, look,
Imagine thinking of Myo-reps when you were 6.
we're not going to say dada or mama or whatever
Everyone knows
bullshit.
which all my names are.
Let's put these first years to
Completely
work,
jacked, 100%.
come up with something useful,
Preach.
and blast it. Come out with a bang.
Myo-reps are dope because they essentially allow you multiple approaches to failure, and they, at the very least, save time, and at most can, for a total amount of reps, increase marginally the hypertrophy you experience because more of those reps are close to failure. They work way, way better if the systemic fatigue factors are not limiting, so you cannot Myo-rep the squat. You will just cardio yourself out. But smaller muscle groups, biceps, triceps, sometimes chest in a machine, anything where you can pause and regroup and not have to set up the technique a lot. So like Myo-rep flat bench is kind of stupid because like you need to rack on rack and all this other bullshit. Myo-rep chest press machine is dope. One thing that I did invent, or Trevor Fulbright also invented it, or I stole it from him, I don't know. Trevor, when you see this, let me know who invented it of the two of us. PAK also did at age 7. Oh no, it's a second word. Say it. Myo-rep match. That's a really ball strategy where you do like whatever, let's say you have somewhere between usually your 15 and 20 rep max. Let's say you hit 18 reps in the first set. Then in all the other sets after, you use Myo-reps in order to get back to 18 every time. So like maybe you go close to failure at 14, rest a little bit, get another 4 reps, 18, write it down. It allows you to smash volume into muscles that just can take it. Like side delts. Doing straight sets only for side delts is like, you're going to be in the gym for forever. And also the side delts are smoking a cig. They don't give a You Myo-rep match them off. Well, you got something coming. Side delts, biceps, forearms, sometimes calves. You can eat with like hamstrings, but then you only need 2 or 3 sets and you're to go. Myo-rep matching, I love it. It's great. Myo-reps in general, great. Myo-reps are S tier for me, bro.
And now we'll read all the citations that exist for Myo-reps.
Let us begin.
There we go. And that was that. Thank you very much. Sorry, I got a buzz. No, Myo-reps great. And there is a study, I think, still in review or out.
Oh, no way.
It was coming out, yeah. Bless everybody. We love everybody. We don't. We're outside. We'll see you outside. Lengthened partials. There we go. The absolute showdown. S++ tier. Thank you. Next up, no, I'm joking, but yeah, lengthened partials.
In the right application, they're definitely S tier because you can't do them at everything. Some exercises just suck dick for lengthened partials, but when they can work, it's an amazing way to get more volume at the most hypertrophic part of the movement, and you can cap sets with them. So supersetting lengthened partials is dope. Even as just a way of training, like technically now the way I do bodyweight squats is lengthened partials, like 2/3 of the way up. No one ever said what lengthened partial. So even if you go 90% up and down, technically it's a lengthened partial. You heard it here first. I invented lengthened partials. I am Milo Wolf's biological father.
But joking aside, cool. Either the same or maybe slightly better growth at full range of motion. An amazing thing that you can easily implement in your training. You don't need to do everything as a lengthened partial, but it's literally doing half the rep for worst case scenario, the same gains. So I would, with all the biases in the world, aka zero biases, I would put them in the A to S tier.
As a registered doctor and lawyer, you are incapable of having bias.
Exactly. And we just got the peer review for the lengthened partials versus full ROM study back today.
Rejected, no revision.
Rejected. What the fuck is this? Guys, we saw the videos. They were horrible.
The only comment was stop.
LOL. Accepted, but lol.
Well, seriously.
But ironically accepted.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
like
yeah.
the journal
okay,
of like,
April Fool's, April 1st publishing date.
classic. But yeah, awesome. Goated. Ow. Shout out Milo Wolf. Shout out Lengthened partials. Team full ROM. Team partials. Yeah. Peace. Outside. See you. Boom! Last but not least.
I thought it was the end the way you said that.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. But a hack that I think some had fallen for. I think it's no longer a big buzz, but a training based on genetic testing and fiber types and whatever.
There is a time when that will be a reality, when AI decodes our genomes completely and allows us to have totally personalized everything.
Mm-hmm.
That time is probably about 5 to 10 years from now.
Really?
Yep. I do.
You think 5 to 10?
Oh, yeah. Well, I do pay attention to the space.
You looking outside the window?
Wow. Oh, I look down because I'm in a dirigible, which has windows, so I can look down at the pores. Do you know what a dirigible is?
I do not know.
A blimp.
A blimp.
Yeah.
The thing?
Oblong,
Yeah.
like very slow moving, like it made of hydrogen. The Hindenburg, remember the Hindenburg blew up? That's a dirigible. It's something that like I'm obsessed with old school wealth, and like true ostentatious displays of wealth peaked in the 1920s. Like, you know what I mean? Like top hat, cane, monocle,
Pocket watch.
pocket, yeah, see? And so when I look out my window, I look down, and especially good because I'm metaphorically and better than people, and I like for that to display in my dynamics.
Awesome. So that's a no. That's a D tier on the genetic test.
I know what I said, but yeah, no, I do think that's incoming eventually. The thing is, by the time that we have the sequencing to be able to do the predictive modeling to tell you what to do, we might be well into the era of pharmacology and very close to genetic manipulation, such that like you just don't really need to lift anymore, man. Couple of shots later, you're Arnold.
I'll still lift.
Yeah, because you, like you said, have no friends and only go to the gym because you need acceptance by other humans who
That's true.
you also interact with when your cats get a little mean and you know they really don't like you. They're just there for the food. Genetic testing currently is a total fucking D tier. Genetic specific training recommendations are total D tier bullshit right now. But in the future, there will be robots. What? That's actually do you ever play Vice City?
Yeah, of course,
GTA. There was they had a play there that was called "In the Future There Will Be Robots."
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Been listening to some of the radio stations.
so good.
So nice. Extreme game. Imagine being the team behind that. Hey, we got Dr. Mike talking about Vice City before GTA 6. Shut the fuck up, you Gen Z bastard.
We got XYZ before GTA 6 must have been a hilarious joke the first 10 trillion times it was told.
Yeah.
And now I know that
We're showing our age, though.
When you say it, I know that you're a humorless cocksucker and you have nothing to live for.
Bro said humorless cocksucker. Skull emoji. And yeah, the to wrap up the genetic, I'd also put somatotype based training, body type.
Somatotype's not real to begin with, so it's really difficult. At least genetics are real. We just don't have training based on them. Somatotypes are bullshit to begin with, so somatotype based training is like two degrees of freedom removed from the possible truth.
Yes, 100%. And that wraps up the first segment of the first. And that wraps up the video.
When are we going to rank tiers? I want to rank tiers.
It's the year's 2028. The RP channel is now releasing 38 videos a day.
Second.
All right, the Pack and Milo live in Mike's house. This is the 5th tier list of the hour.
The hour. Yes.
Lengthened partials. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace, homies.